Imagine the cold as a weapon. Not cruise cold, but a force that actively erodes muscle focus and slows decision-making to a crawl. With every breath, your lungs feel like they're freezing solid, forcing your body into a constant, draining state of defense. This was the reality for a team moving across vast ice fields, where treacherous fractures hid just beneath a thin, deceptive layer of snow. Every single step demanded absolute precision. One slip, one misjudgment, and mobility is gone. It's not just a fall, it's the end of your ability to move. As their bodies burned through calories at an alarming rate, their rations dwindled. Sleep became a luxury they couldn't afford, fractured into short, unsatisfying bursts that did little to restore strength. Even the act of thinking became a monumental effort, a fog descending over the mind. Then the storm hit, a tempest with force strong enough to twist the structural poles of their shelter. Snow, driven by relentless winds, penetrated their high-tech gear, bearing any sense of direction. Moving outside was no longer an option. It was impossible. Suddenly, the power failed. The comforting crackle of the radio went silent. They were cut off, alone. The team had to revert to the most basic form of navigation. Raw, instinctual methods. They relied on distance pacing, counting their own steps, and the fragmented memory of the terrain they had crossed. But the landscape offered no help. There were no landmarks, no trees, no rocks, just an endless, white expanse. The light itself became a trickster, creating false horizons and optical illusions that played with their minds. Then, disaster struck. A team member vanished, dropping into a shallow, hidden void. The extraction was a nightmare. It required controlled immense force, all while battling howling winds on dangerously unstable footing. As they worked, the first signs of frostbite began to appear, creeping into fingers and toes. But they suppressed the pain, suppressed the panic. They had to maintain progress, or they would all be lost. When the storm finally broke, it was replaced by a new enemy. And the sun, the reflection from the ice, was blinding, a relentless glare that cut into their vision and drained what little mental endurance they had left. Desperate, they pushed toward higher ground, hoping for a better perspective, a glimpse of a potential escape route. And then, like a mirage, an abandoned station appeared on the horizon. Getting to it, breaking in, required the absolute last reserve of their collective strength. Inside, they found salvation, old rations, and, most importantly, shelter from the wind. It was enough to stabilize their core temperatures, to bring a sliver of clarity back to their exhausted minds. Miraculously, the generator sputtered back to life. Heat flowed through the shelter, slowly restoring motor control and feeling to their numb limbs. Even in their depleted state, they knew what they had to do. They began to document the entire ordeal, every detail, every decision. They knew that accuracy mattered more than memory, that their experience could be vital. After an extended period of isolation, extraction finally arrived. They left that desolate place with bodies degraded but functional. The event stands as a stark, powerful testament to human function under maximum environmental hostility, a proof of what we can endure when pushed to the absolute limit. Thanks for watching. If you found this story of survival compelling, make sure to subscribe for more.